Hi, good morning all. I am here to talk about a very serious issue. My name is Briget Rein. I am a candidate for City Council for the 39th City Council District. I would like to ask everybody, please do not applaud today. No applause. This is a very serious issue that we're talking about. I am a daughter of a woman who died of 9/11 injuries. My mother died of jaw cancer and was at 9/11 trying to reopen schools, so I understand death that is not supposed to happen. So I would like to call out for a similar compensation fund for our COVID survivors and our families and our victims. Right now, as we hear, we have 31 million cases of COVID in America. We have 566,000 deaths. I'd like for us to take a moment of silence for them, and we're going to do this right now. Let's think of them. They shouldn't have died. Thank you. I'd like to also say that right now in America we have 205 vaccinations, about a million vaccinations given out. I want to thank President Biden for that, and I want to thank Mayor de Blasio, and I want to thank Jo Anne Simon and Brad Hoylman for making sure the vaccinations are in New York City. I want to just introduce somebody. Jo Anne Simon, who is my choice for borough president, and she is the assembly member in my district. She represents me, and she also helped me with my mother during her illness, and I'll never forget her, and I want to introduce her now and give her a moment to talk about COVID relief and COVID research, and I'm giving it to Jo.
Thank you, Briget. And thank you both to Briget and to Senator Brad Hoylman for letting me crash their press conference today. Because this is obviously, it's a huge issue. It is an issue. The Senator has legislation that I'm signing on to in the Assembly that really gets at some of the core issues that Briget was discussing. And that is, there is so much we don't know about COVID. We do know that it is, like 9/11 illnesses, has affected a vast number of people in ways that we don't yet know what they will be. And so we need to track that. We need to encourage people to register once we pass the bill for a registry, and that will allow us to monitor their health, monitor some of those long-haul COVID situations, because many times long-haul symptoms have continued even if the person did not have a very significant case of COVID when they were ill. And so we need to learn so much more about that. And the only way that we will be able to learn more about it and help medical science continue is if we are able to track these illnesses, we are able to encourage people to sign up, and we are able to provide them with relief. And that relief needs to be equitably provided throughout our city, throughout our country, and certainly throughout our borough. We have excellent facilities, but we need people to access them, and we need to make it easy for people to access them and get the services they need. So this bill would also come with support and funding in the long term so that we will be able to help everybody who needs our help as a result of COVID. So I want to thank Briget for calling my attention to the part of this that she is doing, and also to Senator Hoylman for his legislation that is very topical and very much needed. So I'm looking forward to working hard on this. Thank you so much.
So I called Senator Hoylman and I said, you know, you and I are thinking alike, and we are thinking alike. We're thinking about the victims, we're thinking about the survivors, and we're thinking about the families. I also want to make note to those who have lost at nursing homes. That shouldn't have happened, and I hope that we just keep them in our hearts and our minds, and we make sure that we give them good thoughts so they can continue further on. I said to Senator Hoylman that you're my choice for borough president of Manhattan, and he is. I think that he knows exactly how to help the people of Manhattan and beyond. And I want to thank him for doing this legislation on behalf of my mother, Briget Rein, who's a 9/11 victim, and continuing the care for those who have COVID. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Bridget. Wow, it's an honor to be here out in Brooklyn with Assemblymember Simon and Briget Rein. I got my passport stamped when I got off of the subway, and am very, very proud to be here, given the challenges that we're facing regarding long-haul COVID. We really think that a COVID registry is a smart and practical approach. I was talking to a constituent of mine the other day, and she beat COVID after 6 days in a hospital. She avoided a respirator, but she has lingering side effects, including anxiety and depression, brain fog, which is possibly associated with a neurological impact, chronic pain and exhaustion. This is just what we're learning now as we exit the most intense phase of COVID due to vaccine distribution. The impacts of COVID are going to be with us for years and possibly even decades. And just like your mom, Bridget, we need to understand what the impact of this national health emergency is. That's why COVID-19 Health Registry, which is voluntary, allows New Yorkers to sign up and get their data points in a voluntary database. So not only can researchers, scientists, and physicians follow their outcomes, but they can be provided with relief, assistance, and information as we all struggle to get out of this damned pandemic. So I just want to thank my colleagues here for their support. Briget Rein is someone who is an energizer bunny when it comes to looking at issues of health and education and the welfare of the people of Brooklyn. And I'm just so proud to work with you and Assemblymember Simon on this effort. Let's get it done. Let's make sure that we understand what the effects of long-haul COVID are and protect New Yorkers moving forward. Thank you so much.
Excellent. Thank you. I'm going to be, one of my first bills will be a subsequent bill that will be supportive of Senator Hoylman, and I want to make sure that we have this in the city level, and I'm going to do a report with Borough President Simon and Borough President Hoylman, and we will make sure to have another press conference on this issue on the steps of City Hall. I have to say something. Our first responders need support. We have had teachers die from COVID. We've had teachers die from 9/11 injuries as well. So I think that as a teacher, I think that this is an important registry. I think this is an important tool for all of us to get supports and financial help to our victims and our victims' families. As Senator Hoylman spoke about, the different after effects of COVID, we need to work on that. We need to make sure that we are supporting our victims. And again, I'm just going to say this. I will work together with all the hospitals. I will work together with 9/11 lawyers to try to draft a compensation fund as well in the City Council that we can continue to support. And I'm asking you and Assemblyman Simon and Senator Hoylman, if you would join me in Washington, and we will fight for these dollars to come into the city and make sure that we have this compensation fund and we have enough money to pay for your registry. I want to thank everybody. I want to thank my fellow members of IND, UFT, my volunteers, and I also want to thank the UFT for providing vaccinations to all the teachers. I think that's a wonderful thing, and thank you, President Mulgrew. And I'm closing this, and I want to wish everybody a happy Sunday.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.